T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to another live match reaction. Liverpool 3, West Ham United 1. But before we get into it, I hope you can, and it's going to be difficult because we've never done this before. If you guys can join me in singing along, obviously we won't be able to hear you, but you'll be able to hear us. You should know the words to this by now, but if you don't, you'll get familiar real quick. Oh, Michael Antonio. Oh, Michael Antonio. Oh,
Michael Antonio. Oh, Michael Antonio. Actually, let me switch it up until Cal comes back because I'm going to remix it. Antonio.
Not even my dodgy internet's going to stop me today.
Antonio. Antonio. Antonio.
Hold on. I've got
Chat did get banged, didn't it? Like,
I've got another one. Since we're doing this sing along, again, you guys might not know, but join me. This is very easy to pick up this song. Very simple. I'll start off though. You guys should be able to join in. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. Right, now we've got the sing-alongs out of the way. Driv, how you doing, bro? Another win, another victory. Negative cows back on the screens as well.
another day, another dollar, big man. That's how we move, innit? Like, you know what? It's back. You know what? We've got the jokes out of the way. Now I'm gonna for 1 second.
Every joke has an element of truth to it, though, right?
No, facts. Oh, facts without a doubt. But I'm gonna put a little bit of positive on, and then we're just gonna talk about Liverpool because I don't care about West Ham. But what I will say, just in West Ham's defense, they made that an extremely difficult game. They started the game extremely well. I think Bowen showed why he'd be a great bench player for Liverpool.
Man, are coming round to the idea now, okay?
No, I was always cool with him being a bench player.
Hey, bro, I'm not here to stop.
I was always cool with him being a bench player, but paying 70 mil to replace Salah, no, none of that.
I'm just saying, there's a lot worse players out there still, but because they're not as fashionable.
And West Ham had us rattled for about an hour, and we have to give them credit. We have to give them credit. They had us rattled for about an hour, but that Liverpool resolve, you know what I mean? It kicked in, and thankfully we got over the line. But fair play to West Ham, they made it a good game. Is Cal frozen? People, am I still here?
While we're giving out flowers, though, Drift as well. Paqueta. Ooh.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm thinking during the match
today? Man of the match today.
What I was thinking during the match was, and this is no disrespect to Mateus, by the way. Thank God City got Mateus instead of Paqueta.
Big up my friend Andre. He messaged me the same thing. If they got Paqueta, oh my goodness.
Because potentially Paqueta replaces Gundogan and more.
Oh goodness.
You get what I mean? Like, because can you imagine what Guardiola would do with Paqueta in like a year or two of like,
oh, bro, no.
Bro, I'm so glad they got Mateus.
Yeah. Well done to West Ham. Well done to West Ham for rejecting that approach still.
Yeah.
And Jurgen, if you want another midfielder, I think we found one still. Just
Well, we
saying.
should have got him 2 years ago.
No comment. No relation. But let's get into it because I want to be honest with you, yeah. Going into the game, as I said, we had all the motivation we needed. All Klopp had to do for the team talk today was just put up a picture of Mikel Antonio and let the boys do the rest. For the first time in a while, we didn't start the game crap. We actually didn't. But West Ham did start extremely well. And I think that needs to be spoken about. I think the narrative will be, oh, Liverpool started another game and weren't that great. Sometimes you have to give the credit to the opposition. I thought we started the game good. West Ham just started the game brilliantly. And we did ride our luck before we got our first goal. Alisson makes, again, another world-class save. Another world-class save. Then you have Mikel Antonio misses a chance after he did all that talking. And you're thinking, if they miss chances like this, we create chances. No matter how bad we are, we always create something. The ball breaks to Núñez, has a little flip because the pass from Diaz is slightly behind him. Mo, with all the composure in the world, a lot of players would have just tried to shoot straight away. Mo said, let me take a little touch inside, steady myself. Gets brought down, and then a penalty dispatches it with no problem. Then you're thinking, all right, cool, let's just see out the half. A very good West Ham move. I do think we could have defended and should have defended better as a whole. A very good West Ham move. Excellent diving header by Bowen. Unsavable. Anything in off the post is usually unsavable. That was unsavable. 1-1 at half time. You're thinking, okay, cool. Next goal's big. We have a chance through Núñez. And Núñez, I'm sitting there, I'm going, this is Núñez all over. He's missed this. But you know, I said to myself, he's going to score his next chance. He's that type of player. He's going to miss an easy chance and score a chance he's got no right to score. And what did he do? The ball from McAllister is prime Fabinho-esque. He dinks it over. Perfect pass. And you're thinking, coming over the shoulder, keeper in the middle of the goal. What's Darwin going to do here? Because if he brings this down, the keeper's going to take the ball. He's got to shoot first time. It's coming over the shoulder. What does he do? Puts it in the bottom corner and says, hold that. Hold that. And then Jota comes off the bench. Deadly as ever. Apex predator. Right place, right time after a Virgil van Dijk knockdown. And it's 3-1. And you know what, Drift? I'm sitting there thinking, I'm not really a betting man, but I predicted Izzy to lose to Strickland. I predicted a 3-1 win against Lask, and I predicted a 3-1 win against West Ham. I could be sitting on a bit more money.
Izzy lost.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Why didn't you back your boy?
No, don't do that, Drift. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We ain't doing that today. We ain't doing that. But I'm sitting there thinking, right, I could be a little bit more money up at the moment. But I know my luck. I'll probably bet on something and it'll go completely the other way.
Oh,
so
you mean like I did when Arsenal cost me 25 quid today? Yeah.
I thought Arsenal would win. Do you know what? Another song. I'm not even going to sing a song with this. Big up to Kai Havertz, 007 and that. 007 Havertz.
What did Havertz do?
Nothing, exactly. The usual, bro. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. You know why I love Havertz even more? Because he's one player that's come to Arsenal and started to put dents in that fan base that was starting to become united, and it's become fractured again. So I love to see it. Big up Kai Havertz and big up Chelsea for absolutely taking the mick out of Arsenal in the transfer window again. But I digress. Liverpool come away from another tricky game with 3 points on the board. And if I'm not mistaken, we are, second in the league now?
I think so.
If Arsenal drew today, then we should be
second. Yeah, Arsenal and Tottenham are the other two teams. Brighton. What was Brighton's score? Because Brighton
lost this season, though. We haven't.
No, but I think Brighton was still on the same points as us.
No. They couldn't have been because we ain't lost this season. They've lost one game. Yeah, we're 16 points.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
15.
You're right.
let's just say, for the time being, this is kind of what the league has been over the last few years. Man City at the top, Liverpool chasing, and we'll see where we go from here. City are perfect so far. Liverpool have had one draw against Manchester City. But dare I say, Man City, who's been their toughest game so far?
Newcastle was one of their games. So they played Newcastle. Who else have they played? West Ham. They played West Ham.
They did.
Sheffield United. Burnley. And who did they beat yesterday? Forest. So Newcastle and West Ham. Who are difficult
Chelsea, not City. Sorry, Drew Chelsea. Sorry, guys. Apologies. I'm excited, man. Let me live. You lot can't call me negative cow and then call me out when I make one silly mistake, guys. You know what team I'm in. You know what's mad? You know the funny thing is, Cal. You know this is Man City's best start to the Premier League ever. Yeah, of course it is.
Even under Guardiola, they've never gone 6-6 at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. They've usually had one of the quote-unquote big six to play, though, in the first 6 games.
It is quite strange that they've managed to navigate 6 games without playing one of the big teams so far. But to be fair, sometimes it's better to do it the way they're doing it. You get the points on the board, and then if you do win the big games, then you're already, you know what I mean?
Join me here. Take a deep breath. Because we've got someone in the building that we want to just give a little shout out to. You ready? I'm going to count you in. 1, 2, 3. Fully sold. Big up Lee.
To be fair, and again, Lee's not going to like me saying this because, you know, I know all Arsenal fans got real cocky. But a draw with Tottenham, especially this new look Tottenham, isn't actually a bad result. What makes this result bad is because Arsenal were chatting the most in the build-up. I heard them saying we're going to smoke them, we're going to batter them, we're going to hit them from pillar to post. And it's the humbling more than anything. I don't think a draw with Tottenham is a bad result at all. I don't. But they really thought they were good. Like, I was hearing actual words like, we are going to smoke them. Even Merson on Sky yesterday was like, oh, we're going to absolutely put them to the sword. Like, I'm like, what are these Arsenal man ripped? But the thing is, I kind of thought 2-0 myself. I thought they'll win 2-0. So
I thought they'd win 2-0.
You know what I mean?
But they didn't. They didn't. What got off a Starboy in them, man? What's going on, Lee? What's got off a Starboy? I heard world-class Saka ain't really doing the thing at the moment. Turkish said 5-1.
Yeah, he said they're going to absolutely slaughter them. Yeah.
Oh, Turkish. When's the Big Six show? Is it on tomorrow? Is it? And they got one.
Tomorrow, they got a special tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm going to tune into that tomorrow. Still. Big up to George as well. He did a fantastic video with Babs, Dan, Lee, and Pippa as well. Great video. If you haven't watched that already, even though the game's gone, do head over and watch that brilliant video from George.
I know we want to bring it back to Liverpool, but I'm gonna forget. In the build-up to the Liverpool, to the Arsenal Tottenham game, Alan Smith said Declan Rice is a better player already because of how much he's learned from Mikel Arteta. And I sat there and I was watching it, yeah. And I said to myself, hold on. So you are telling me that Mikel Arteta has more, and again, I'm not even saying that David Moyes is a better manager than I don't want to go down that road. But you're telling me an experienced, long in the tooth, achieved good things in the game, man, like that, hasn't taught Declan Rice enough that within 6 games of being at Arsenal, Declan Rice is already a better player. I was like, okay, this gap for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal is actually getting out of control.
You love to see it.
It's actually getting out of control. Declan Rice is a better footballer within 3 months of being at Arsenal than he's been in his whole career because of Mikel Arteta.
You love to see it.
I was like, I mean, I know Alan Smith is a former Arsenal boy, but like, flipping.
I know, but get your head out of the sand, surely. I heard was cooking up a meal again, bro.
And do you know what I was sitting there thinking, Cal? And everybody can say what they want about what I'm about to say. What I'm saying, I think is a fact, not even an opinion. We weren't even the best midfielder on the pitch today. I don't mean in the game, I mean ability-wise. It's Basuma. Basuma was the best midfielder in that game today. But yet all this Declan Rice hype. It's like, all right, cool. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it.
And I know a couple people are going to come for me in the chat and I did predict Arsenal to win the league. I still think they will win the league, but this talk of them being this like untouchable team, yeah, it's got to stop. But I do think this is. I know it's going to sound weird because City are 6 from 6. I do think this is the season to catch City. If you're going to catch them, I think this is the season.
Oh, look, I didn't even see the game, and everybody's talking about Basuma. Look, I didn't even see the game, and everyone's saying he was brilliant. He was the best midfielder, ability-wise, that started in that game today.
Man, they really got to start listening to my talent ID. Drift, remember what I was saying about Basuma from Brighton?
Yeah, I mean, I was on that train as well, but I give you your flowers today, sir.
Man, I'm really got to start giving me my flowers when it comes to.
I think not getting Basuma for 30 mil might be the biggest mistake Liverpool have made in Klopp's reign. I'm not gonna lie. I think it might.
Although I do understand why we didn't go for him in the summer
because he had that thing hanging over his head,
allegation over him. I get it. I get it.
But again,
I do think we could have done our due diligence. Yeah, I think we could have done our due diligence on it and been all right. But that's cool. Erling Hakuku, that is a lie. I've never said I wanted Billy Gilmore for Suma. Do not tarnish my name. Guys, already, if you haven't, do smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Almost 1,500 of you in here. Let's get this up to 1,000 likes before the show ends. So right now, take 1 second, scroll up, hit the like button, and then let's get back to the live chat. Let's jump into player ratings, Drift, because I think we all know how the game went. We did well. West Ham put up a really valiant effort.
You know, because they're quite short. Let's get through the super so they don't pile up too much, bro. Then we'll do the thing.
Matt Bickerzette says, tears in my eyes for the creativity in our midfield. I can't wait to talk about certain man in the midfield, you know. I cannot wait to talk about my number 8, you know. I can't wait. Oh, it's going to feel amazing. Big up John Conway. He's been a member for 36 months. 36 months, John.
No, that's legend
amongst legends.
If I'm not mistaken, that's actually the month we started. So I actually think.
Yeah, he's our longest. Yeah, he's our longest reigning member. Yeah, 100%. Big up to Reds, Bayesian Reds TV. Headshot. Bang. Ba la 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 la. Big up. Go and subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV, please, people. Honesty says, big up, man. Them and Nunes. Bayesian Reds TV says, Chelsea in the mud. No, they are not. They're not in the mud.
I think Cal was about to say they're in worse than the mud, but I'm not quite sure which mud he was gonna say. But yeah, Beijing, they are
Virgin Media ain't gonna kill my vibe today. They're in concrete. They ain't in mud.
I was wondering what it was you was gonna say. So.
They're in concrete. Anthony says +3 points. Love you, boys. Watch every day from Vancouver. Big up yourself, Anthony.
Big up yourself.
Much love to you. Jeannie says, I was cussing when Darwin missed that one-on-one, but he made up for it. But you have to remember strikers, forwards, missed chances. That includes Salah. Very true as well.
Do you know what? Just on that, bro, that's what I was going to say when we got into the Nunes thing. This is the one thing I don't want the fan base to do, which I do see happening. And I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. I'm just saying I see it happen. Because there was a bit of an agenda against Nunes last season. If he misses a chance, everybody's just on him. And in my mind, I'm like, do you know how many chances in general strikers always miss? Like, stop highlighting his misses. Yeah, we might come out of a game frustrated with a miss. But I watched Haaland the other day miss 7 chances.
Yeah, he's been bad.
7 chances he missed. And I was watching it, I was thinking, if Nunes did this, my word, the battering he would get. And then because Haaland got the goal at the end of the game, everyone was like laughing and joking. But he missed 7 chances during the game. I'm like, if Nunes misses 1 or 2, it's kind of normal. This is what strikers do. We've got to untap the mind agenda now of like, Nunes is this, Nunes is that. Like, people miss chances. Do you know what I mean? Like, it happens. Like,
Haaland's been smelly this season so far. He's actually been smelly this season.
But I think he's still got like 4 or 5 goals.
I know. But he's been smelly. Like, he's been smelly. When you watch the games, he's been smelly. Basti says Antonio has eaten hella grass today, bodied by Joel. Aye, that defense today, they rolled up on Mikel and says, all that talking, yeah, big man. All right, cool. Let's see if you back it up. Pause. Vlad, big up yourself for becoming a member. Much appreciated. Jono38 says our number 9, he's got to start from now on fire. I said it in the preview. I actually thought Gakpo would start, but I was pleading with Klopp to start Nunes. Said it in the preview. He had to start him, and he absolutely did, and he delivered.
And not only that, it's just the beauty of the changes.
Yeah,
Look what we can do when we're bringing on people like Gakpo and Jota off the bench. Jota gets the goal, which I was really upset Joey didn't get because I really want Joey to get his first Liverpool goal. But like, yeah, just the options, man. The options.
Nice. Hey says D9's bag is deep. He fumbles reaching into it. I like that one. Just Lab says deep it. Darwin got there from standing start pace. Oh yeah, his pace is undeniable. Pace is undeniable. The red guy 8 says, who's still scared about Salah taking pens? Me.
I'm not gonna lie. I did look at the scenario and think to myself that we have McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Nunes, who've all done really well on penalties so far, and I'm like, okay, still Mo. And again, I'm not. It's nothing against Mo because I understand that if he wants to have his own greatness, penalties is a part of scoring goals for a forward. I get that. But if you got McAllister, especially with obviously Szoboszlai as well on the pitch, I'm like, is it really the best idea to let Mo keep taking them? I don't think it is personally, but as long as he keeps putting them in, I'm not gonna complain. But yeah.
Bizarre says, swear Angie's playing like that LFC 17-18 season. I need to watch the game before I actually comment on it too further, but it'd be interesting.
I'm going to say something right here, right now. It might sound like I'm being a bit crazy, but this is based on what I've seen at Celtic and now what I've seen at Tottenham. If he's backed the way he should be backed by Levy, he'll be the most successful Premier League manager that they've ever had. If he's the type of football that he plays and the talent ID Andrew's got, plus the camaraderie and that family feeling Tottenham haven't had since Poch left. But remember, Poch didn't actually win anything in the end. So if he backs Postecoglou, this is the time. If Tottenham really are about that life, back Postecoglou. I guarantee you they win something. I guarantee you. And it'll be more than a League Cup within the next like 2-3 years. They need to back him.
Bold. Chris LFC 92. Big up, Chris. Ain't seen you in a while, brother. I hope you're well. Narcal, we got to beat City to it this year. I'm gonna say it, and I know I'm gonna get called negative, but I just want you guys to hear me out. After we signed Gravenberch, if we had signed a bona fide top class DM, even though I think we're short right back and centre back, I would actually be saying I think we challenge for the league this season. I'd say we could potentially win it. And I think there were times in today's game, and I love McAllister, and I think he was really good today. There were times where he showed why he's not a natural DM. There was times where he got out-muscled a little bit, where he lost possession in a dangerous area. And that's not because he's a rubbish footballer, it's because he's not a natural DM. He's actually playing out of position and doing a job for Liverpool. And I think that is the reason why he may come unstuck this season, because I imagine a world where McAllister's playing further up the field, so Szoboszlai's playing further up the field, and we have a DM who's just destroying stuff in the middle of the park, so those two can then destroy things in the final third. I don't think we're there yet, but I know we can get there. And this is not me trying to criticize any of our current players. I just don't think we have that Rodri, that Rice, that Basuma in our team who allows the rest of the players to do their thing. But
do you know what though, Cal?
Results.
Even though I agree with what you're saying, there's a little part of me that's starting to think that it's actually deliberate now, not because he doesn't trust Ender why he's doing what he's doing. And it's because with McAllister being like a 6 out of 10 as a DM, where we want a 9 or a 10 out of 10 as a DM, a 6 is still good enough, I think, in Klopp's eyes for what we get with him playing there, which is the creativity. I think he loves having that deep line creativity that McAllister brings. So he's willing to sacrifice that. He's nowhere near as good of a DM, but all round, he's absolutely brilliant. And I think you can see in the way we're playing, he loves the fact that the build-up play is swifter with McAllister. Because let's be honest, off the ball, McAllister's nowhere near as good as a Caicedo or a Pete Flacco or anything like that. But on the ball, he's better than those guys with the creativity. And I think that's what it seems like Klopp likes.
Ooh, don't sleep on Flacco, you know, Drift. The assist he got today,
Flacco was good at doing
that for fun, you know.
Flacco was good, but I think McAllister's creativity is better than Flacco's. I do.
From a DM position, what McAllister did today is what Flacco had been doing for a few years, you know.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Flacco wasn't capable of it. Of course he was, but I still think
No, he
McAllister
did it though. He actually did it a few times, bro. He did more than a few times. He was doing it quite regularly.
Yeah, I remember the Man United game when Mane scored. Comes
Mane,
to mind straight away.
Salah,
No,
Crystal Palace. He did.
like I said, Flacco had those few moments, but I still believe that over a course of a season, definitely you get way more creativity out of McAllister in an attacking sense from that role than you would from Flacco. And I think that might be what Klopp likes.
I also think we may lose out some midfield battles and goals because of that as well. So I think
it's
positive and negative.
It's the risk and reward, isn't it?
Yeah. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, big up, and where's Matt? Matt's just got to attend to a few things at the moment, but Matt's probably going to be back tomorrow, to be fair. So yeah, Matt's all good. Matt is all good. Math says, when D9 scores, the celebrations are like he ain't scored in years, or he just had. Oh, I'm not going to read that one. It just makes me feel like the pressure is on him. I wouldn't say that. Even if you see the way he celebrated at Benfica, like, he just loves scoring goals. Suarez was like that. Suarez used to celebrate like a madman. You get strikers, whereas you get, like, I don't know, someone like a flipping Balotelli, he don't even react when he scores a goal. It just depends. You know what?
Divock was like that, innit? Like, he never really used to celebrate that much. He scored the winner in the Champions League and he didn't even really celebrate.
He just went like that, innit?
Like,
yeah. I just think it's some different strokes with different folks. Matt Bickerzette says Sabozz is giving us all and more that Keita robbed us off. Let's not even speak about Naby. Just give flowers to Sabozz. Like, he is special. Special. Kama, You'll Never Walk Alone says, thanks for the stream, lads. Cal, why Arsenal first? So, the reason why I've gone Arsenal first, and again, I know people will say I'm being crazy, and I'm all good for you disagreeing. I just feel as though they're going to build on the momentum from last season. I feel as though that they've improved their squad as well, and starting 11 bringing in Declan Rice. If they don't win it, in my opinion, it's not just down to City's brilliance, it'll be down to Arteta's naivety, in my opinion. But I do think they will do it this season. I hope I'm wrong. God knows.
I disagree with that, bro. City's team's better and Guardiola's a better manager. I'd more say it is kind of City dropped the ball if Arsenal won the league.
I don't think you have to drop the ball for them to win it, though.
Not that Arsenal were rubbish or anything. I just mean City are so good. I kind of feel like at this moment in time they beat themselves if they don't win it.
No, I hear that, but Ray is a better goalkeeper than Aaron Ramsdale, so they've improved goalkeeper. In my opinion, Rice is better than Partey, so they've improved that position.
I think Partey's a better DM than Rice.
No,
Partey's a better DM.
No. Partey's had 6 good months since he's been in the league. That's it. He's not a better
DM.
ability-wise.
I mean,
not even
ability-wise, Partey's better than Rice.
I disagree.
And Xhaka left. So I think Rice has probably more replaced Xhaka than he has.
Fabio Vieira stepped up so far this season and looked a lot better than he did last season, though. Havertz is the problem. If they had bought Kudus, for example, instead of Havertz, I think you're sitting there going, Arsenal should really make a mad title mount. But the whole Havertz thing seems like it was almost like Arteta was being arrogant and saying, well, if they can't get the best out of Havertz, I'll show everyone. And it looks like it's going to bite him in the arse for it.
You know what? I think it's a little bit of that and a little bit of, as good as Arsenal have done in the transfer market, I still think they make easy decisions and they go for players that are very easy to get. As in, like, there's no real struggle for them to get the player. I'm still yet to see them like go up against say like Tchouaméni at Real Madrid and be like, look, we want the guy, like, go in and make a mark and take a player.
They went up against City for Rice.
Not really. City just said, nah, he's not worth the more than 90 mil. Honestly, that's what it's like.
Rice rejected them, bro.
If he rejected them, it's just to play in London. It's not because he thinks Arsenal are better than City or whatever.
He still did it, though, bro. He still rejected them.
I believe that it was... I believe if Man City really wanted him, they would have got him. But again, I'm just looking at all the signings they've got. Like, Jesus and Zinchenko were easy because it was just Guardiola doing them a favour. And then you look at some of the other players and they're taking them from teams that's like not on their level. I'm just in the transfer. I think Havertz was a bit of
I mean,
like
we kind of do the
kind of
same
easy
thing, though.
to get him, so they just went and got him because he's kind of easy to get.
But we kind of do the same thing as well.
No. I've seen Liverpool go in for players that there's a kind of like, wow, they must have really done some scouting on that, and like it's not like just easy pickings. Like
I mean, Saliba, Gabriel, you got to give credit for those.
Saliba, who's Saliba? Oh no, but they bought Saliba before Arteta. That was nothing to do with
No,
Arteta.
they didn't. I'm
No,
pretty
they
sure.
did, brother. They bought Saliba under Emery. That was nothing
Was it
to do
under
with
Emery?
him.
But all right, fair enough.
Yeah. That was nothing to do with him. Yeah, that was nothing to do with him.
I still think you got to give credit where credit's due. I don't like Arteta, but I think you got to give credit where credit's due. Mac and Steez says Joey G had me thinking he was Keanu and John Wick 3. Look, Joe, I'm going to speak about Joey today. Joe was excellent today. Let him do his role without trying. When I saw him inverted, I was frustrated, but he made one drive through the middle of the pitch, and I was like, okay, Joey G, you got that in the locker, yeah? But when he was doing normal right back, flawless today. Absolutely flawless. Soppy says AFTV compared Jesus to Suarez. Yeah, a bad take from Robbie there. Robbie can't be doing stuff like that. He's better than that. Robbie's better than that.
Guys, when are they gonna learn, man?
Yeah, Robbie's better than that, man.
Yeah, he
Robbie's
is,
better.
man. I mean,
Suarez
sits at the best of all-time table. What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's crazy. El Silva says Endo is already in the basement. Crazy. I don't think he's in the basement. I'm just not sure where he is though right now. John the Second, big up John the Second, says Chelsea. Big Les Gomez was Gandalf today. You shall not pass. Facts. Excellent today, man. Harry says Matip looked like he had a personal vendetta against Antonio. Man bullied him. He definitely listened to the podcast on the way in the coach. 100%. Jeannie says we are seeing Curtis mature before our eyes. He's a solid player. Love to see it. Absolutely agree with that as well. Showed
and
great
took his goal so beautifully. I'm so annoyed it was offside.
So
annoyed it was offside, bro.
I screamed the house down when that
Me too, bro. What a finish.
What a pass. But everything about it was just perfect, bro.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Apart from the run, he was half a shoulder offside.
I'll be honest, even the run was perfect. He was just simply unlucky, bro.
But obviously, to be perfect, he would have been onside, isn't it? So it's like...
Bro, the only thing why he was offside is because his knee was bent. That is it, bro. Like everything bro, pulled off the back of the defender's shoulder. Oh, it's amazing. Official AMD says message for Antonio. It's not looking good, bro. It's not at all.
Antonio. For us, literally, Antonio learned the true definition of chat shit get banged. Like that was literally like in a nutshell. So
yeah, him, Virgil and Matip, they very, very much went out to do a job today, and they fully succeeded. Sammy says, "Big up you guys. Do you see us sign a DM in Jan?" I don't personally.
Shout out Demo because Demo's never left that Jones train ever.
He hasn't. Yeah, for real.
Even I jumped off for 1 week, but Curtis, yeah, I jumped off for 1 week.
1 week. Ross kept a straight face as well. I rated you.
I did that. I jumped off the train for 1 week, and the very next week he was on it again, and I was like, maybe I got off the train too quick.
It was more than a week. It weren't long. It weren't long.
No, it was a week. No, it was only a week, brother. It was only a week.
All right, cool.
And I actually think that, in all fairness, I think I kind of held on longer than most. In fact, like I said, Demo's the only one who held on longer.
Yeah. Demo's the only person I know in the world who held on longer, apart from Klopp. Like it was Demo and Klopp. Like, dynamic addition. I just love how we are quality going about our business, keep it up, Reds. Big up, Kopish. Blah, la, 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 la. Yeah, agree with that as well. Ben says, big up, Kopish. A season in the Europa League was needed for the rebuild. We'll see. It's still early days, but we'll see. Musa says, I get why you say that, but Max sees more of the ball in DM than he would in CM. Look at Sabaz, spends more time off the ball than he does on the ball. Oh, I think Sabaz is a bad example to use. Sabaz pretty much ran the game today from our standpoint. Like, he was attacking, defending, he was creating, he was everything.
I know what Musa means though. Sob does have a lot more kind of like somebody's on him immediately rather than McAllister, who does have a little bit more time.
Yeah, but Matt can deal with that. We've seen Mac in tight spaces and he deals with that fine.
Yeah. But maybe the extra bit of time is why
that's
he
his
can do
game.
what he did today, for example. Do you know what I mean?
Matt's good enough to do that from the 8 position as well. Like, I
Yeah.
think not you when I say it, but I think people are forgetting how sick McAllister is as a number 8 because we're seeing him in a 6. As a number 8, McAllister cooks a lot of players. Like, so if we were to get that DM and McAllister, if McAllister, Szoboszlai, Jones, Gravenberch, Elliott, if there are 8s, we are laughing. And then we have a DM, Endo and Bajcetic as well. We are laughing.
I'm hoping that Andre stuff in January is true.
I'd like it to be Andre. I still don't think he's a DM, but he has more DM qualities than McAllister.
I think he could quite easily be molded into a DM. He's got the attributes for it.
Potentially, yeah. John II says, Sabaz giving me that feeling when Berger first joined. Yep. He ain't touched second gear yet. Facts. Special footballer, man.
I'll say he's in second gear, but he ain't flipped into third yet.
I don't think he's in second yet, Drift. I'm not going to lie to you.
What, with all the mad things he's already done? You think that's still first gear, yeah? Right.
Yeah, he's revving hard, though. He's revving hard. He's revving hard.
I was going to say, first gear is to just start moving, you know. That's literally...
I know. You're just revving at the moment. Revving hard, bro. Wants everyone to know he's on the block first, and then he's switching to second gear. Streets approved Thames. Sorry, but Sabaz is twice a player better than him. Oh, steady.
You know what? I won't co-sign on what
madness at the moment.
I won't co-sign on what Streets is saying, but I will say that I prefer Szoboszlai than Bellingham.
I'm not going to say either. They're both fantastic players. I think they've got qualities that each other don't have, but they're both fantastic players. But right now, Bellingham is the better player.
Would have been nice to have had both.
It would have. Oh my goodness, it would have been phenomenal. Matt says Concedo will be our Kante replacement. They said, look, I'm not even going to get onto him. I think he'd be doing better than what he's doing at Chelsea, at Liverpool, personally, because there's better structure there. There's better foundation with our club. It's a brand new club. Bunny, it is a brand new club. Like, it's a brand new club there. But yes, it's still funny to see things going how they're going from our standpoint, because he rejected us and it's going bad for him. But I wouldn't sit there and be like he's a dead player all of a sudden, because he's not. And again, remember, Drift, I said I had my reservations on him being a lone 6, but that didn't stop me from being excited as hell when I knew, or I thought we were going to sign him, because I know what a top talent he is. So I don't think we can do that yet.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Even though Caicedo is having a mare, and we're all laughing just because he rejected us. Because let's be honest, if we didn't get involved, we wouldn't really care that he went to Chelsea in that one. But because he rejected us, we're all a little bit in our feelings over it. But Caicedo was like, I would be sitting there right now, especially the start to the season we've had. And if you swapped Endo and Caicedo, then I'd be sitting there now telling you, look, we're going to win the league. I'll be genuinely sitting here telling you, look, we're going to win the league. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do the super shade on Caicedo or whatever, but I do agree. It's nice to laugh at him while it's not going well because of what he did to us with the whole played us with the agent and rejected us and all that. So lap it up while you can, guys. Like, I totally get that. But eventually it will come good because Caicedo's too good. He's too good for it to not come.
Yafu says, do you guys think Newcastle on TV too much?
Oh, 100%.
No comment. We know why. Who runs the Premier League?
They haven't had a game not televised yet this season.
Who runs the Premier League?
It's actually mad. It's
the same organization that runs Newcastle and Chelsea.
Like, think about this, Cal. Today was Villa Chelsea, big game. West Ham Liverpool, big game. And Newcastle's the televised game. I mean, come on, what are we doing? Last week it was Brentford Newcastle that got televised priority, and now it's Sheffield United. Newcastle.
Why
I mean,
are
come
you
on.
surprised?
Come on, man.
Are
Like,
you
what is going on here, man?
Why are you surprised?
No one's surprised. It's just annoying.
Not surprised by these things anymore, man. Right, let's hit up the match ratings, people. If you haven't already, please do smash that like button. Close to 1,700 of you in here. That's a big number as well. Appreciate you all, people. Alison Becker. Drift, I'm going to go in here with a 9. The save he made from Souček, his distribution was excellent. His command of the box. There was a time when the ball came in. It was fairly innocuous. The ball came in, and I could hear Allison shout through my TV. That's how loud he was.
Yeah,
he
went,
command? Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that command right there? I live for it, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what, Cal? That just reminds you of the Sunday League thing, innit?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and if you get clattered, you heard the call. You should have got out of the way, man.
Should have heard the call. So it's a 9.
Yeah, I got 9. Yeah, 9. I'm easy with a 9. Easy with a
9. That save from Souček as well. Like, again, people are just gonna think, oh, it's just the basic. No, he just gets a strong hand to it and pushes it away from danger. Like, the guy is the best goalie in the world, and he plays for Liverpool Football Club.
I think the best thing about it now, Cal, is for a little while people really tried to do a denial thing. But the rest of the world has finally cottoned on to the fact that I know actually Liverpool fans were actually right. Alisson is actually the best goalie in the world. Like, it took them a while to come around, but eventually they did.
Shout out, I was working this morning and I spoke to a Liverpool fan who follows a channel called Jeff. And I went on record and I said to him, I think Alisson is in the conversation of being one of the best goalkeepers in Premier League history. I don't think he is the best yet, but I think you have Cech, Schmeichel, David De Gea, and Alisson who are in the conversation. Those are the 4 goalkeepers for me.
I'd put Seaman in there as well.
Okay.
We're talking about Premier League greats. I think Dave's got to go in there.
No disrespect to Seaman. I'm taking Alison Becker over Seaman every day, though.
So would I. But I still think he goes in the conversation for the goalie goats, though.
Fair dues. But do you know what? Shout out to LDO.
Yeah, Van der Sar. Yeah, Van der Sar's got to go in there as well.
Shout out to LDO. Those are the 5 for me. Those 5. With all due respect, I think they sit above David Seaman. Hey, there he is. Shout out to Jeffrey Greaves. I think those are the 5 that sit at the table for me personally.
No, we forgot someone, Cal.
Go on.
Oh, nah. What's my name?
Arsenal fans were saying, Man United fans were asking the question, who's the best goalkeeper now that Anana's here? Well, it's still Alisson, big man. Anana might not even be the best goalkeeper at Man United for all we know. Let's be real.
I'm telling you, bro.
Love to see it. Right. Alison Becker gets a 9. Joe Gomez. I'm going to give Joe Gomez a 9.5, Drift.
I'm not going to argue with you.
It's a 9.5 for Joey G. I can't think of anything he did wrong today. Guys, feel free to go against me and correct me if I'm wrong. Can't think of anything he did wrong today.
And Cal, what was so upsetting is the goal would have just capped it off. It would have been his first goal. He would have deserved it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, and I saw the smile on his face because he knew how close he came.
Yeah,
he knew how close he came to actually getting the goal. It's like, you know what I mean? You'll get that goal eventually, Joey. Don't worry, man.
He will, but I thought from a defensive standpoint today, and you know what I saw from him today, which I haven't seen from a Liverpool right back for a while, and this is no slight on Trent because they play a different game, knowing when and when not to overlap and go forward. He picked his moments when he went for a run so well today. And it also shows how Salah's not really used to working with a right back who does the overlaps, because some of the times he would underhit a pass or overhit a pass or not play the pass. But what it did do was open up space for Salah to actually make that pass inside the box, which he's becoming a master at the moment. Joey G was absolutely phenomenal today. And 9.5.
And long
may it continue.
I know I've made jokes in the past, and obviously, I wasn't being serious, but it was just fun at the time to make jokes about about him being as good as Trent when it comes to the cross and all that stuff. But what I think people do underestimate though is Joey's crossing. I think his crossing is a lot better than people give him credit for. So when he gets to the byline, he's actually capable of putting a good cross in.
Yeah, he is. Not with regularity, but he can do it. But remember, he's not a right back by trade. He's a centre back. So him even doing that is playing out of position as well. So big up Gomez. And yeah, very, very proud of the kid today, man. He was absolutely brilliant.
I don't want to speak on it because, you know, I've said enough in the past.
Yeah, I know. John
I never got off that train, ever.
Oh, we know, Drew. Mini Ferdinand, you called man, bro.
No one knows what the future holds. No.
Matip, I'm giving Matip a 9.
I'm struggling to not give him a 9.5 still.
Okay, you want me to bump it, yeah?
Like, you know what? Again, like, and I'm not doing this for personal gratification. I'm just trying to let people understand more where I'm coming from when I'm getting slated for backing these men. Like, I was told once again, Matip was done. Like, get rid of him. You know what I mean? And all this stuff.
Gomez trains still.
No. I say Gomez was at fault for everything that happened that night.
You need to go back.
Get off the train.
Oh, go back. You may have blacked out during that rap. Go back and watch it, bro. Go back and watch that show, bro.
Oh man,
that was venom.
But I was angry at everybody. I was angry at everybody. Like, I literally said, get rid of everybody. I was just in my feelings, man. It happened. You know what I mean? That wasn't real. That wasn't real. I was just in my feelings. I got lost in the sauce. And remember as well, Kyle, you know, I had a lot of personal shit going on at that time.
I know.
I was just angry with everything. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be given a blight for that one.
I mean, you can say that in court, but if you still shoot someone, you still shoot someone. You definitely shot Joey that day.
But look, Matip, I said to people, look, I know this guy might not necessarily be the player he used to be, but can we stop sleeping on the fact that he's still Yoel? Like, you know what I mean? Like, could we have upgraded on him? Of course we could have. But that doesn't mean he's not capable. And this season, Cal, I think Matip's been really good. Like, I don't know if anyone disagrees with me, but I think he's been really good this season.
A couple of games he has been very good. He's had a few hiccups as well, though.
I mean, that was probably just a bit of like match rust and stuff. Like, generally speaking, Matip's been good. I think getting beat by Neto for the goal when that Wolves scored is probably the only thing that jumps to my mind straight away of like what he's like been rubbish.
I wish he didn't remind me of that, man. That was hard to work.
Yeah, but one bad thing in about 4 or 5 games ain't the worst thing in the world, is it? You know what I mean?
No, I didn't skin out one. That was bad. Virgil van Dijk. Virgil gets a 9.5 as well.
I'm not going to argue with you there either.
He's a centre off. He's our number 4. He's back.
Maybe the captaincy has actually been a plus for Virg still.
He's back. From the first minute of the Chelsea game, he's been back. And I know some people say, well, he's the closest person to Bowen when Bowen scored. If you actually look at the goal, he was pretty much off back. Like, there's not much he could have done. Again, sometimes you have to give credit to the goal scorer and the.
No, that's 100% Bowen's credit, Kat. It was a beautiful diving header, totally unorthodox. It took Ali and Virgil by surprise. There's no way you're going to be able to say that was Virgil's fault.
Plus, what I will say is Robbo actually vacated the space as well and started chasing. Like, I speak about Robbo.
No, do you know what? I kind of think it's more Soboslai maybe that needs to get a little bit more stick than Robbo, because Robbo as the left back has to go out and do the closing down. But Soboslai came across as well, and it didn't take 2 men to go over. It was only Souček. Like, it didn't take 2 men to go over. Sobo should have maybe made a run into the box rather than coming out wide, and he could have maybe even got a block on the cross. So I'd kind of more say it was Soboslai than Robbo, bro. That was, you know, I mean, there was 2 of them and neither of them blocked the cross.
Well, let's speak about Robbo now we're here. again, I think Robbo was very good today.
Mm.
I still don't think he's back to his best yet, though. And there were times today where he's almost being too aggressive or overly aggressive to try and compensate for a lack of something, which is weird because he always knew when and when not to be overly aggressive. Today, like, he was giving away silly free kicks when he didn't need to be, he's, like, getting involved in challenges he didn't need to be. For me, he ran over to the goal when he didn't really need to do that. I thought he was good, though. I thought he was very good. I'm actually going to give Robbo an 8 because I thought
Yeah,
he
I
was.
was going to say 8 for Robbo. I still think he was good, but yeah, the thing is, at 29, after how much we've rinsed him, we'll never see the best Robbo anymore because, like, physically, I don't think it's possible. But he'll still be at an extremely high level because he's Robbo. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that old school Robbo again because we've just ran him into the ground, bro.
Yeah, I did a members video about Simicast, and there was a talk about Robbo in there as well. So check that out if you haven't. I'm going to be doing a Matip members video and a Thiago members video as well. So
And you know what as well, yeah. And this is not me putting any blame whatsoever on Mo, but I watched the goal and I analysed it like you do, and I still even think it goes all the way back to Mo wasn't even strong enough to win the clearance because it bounced, and it was Emerson that was on his back, and that Mo could have been way stronger and held the ball up, but he was really weak, and he let Emerson head the ball, like jump over him and head it, and then they, like 2 seconds later they get their goal. So it was like even little things like that was like, I just think all round there was a lot of mistakes in them scoring the goal. Plus, it was just a top quality goal rather than just going, it's Virgil's fault because Virgil's the one who was marking thingy. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I have to say, I think West Ham are going to be very good this season. I think they're gonna. It almost feels like this was their Coutinho moment when they sold Rice, in terms of they were able to get money in, which was able to really go and allow them to progress their squad.
Mm.
And they've done really well with their acquisitions. I would really like to see what happens with West Ham this season. Back onto Liverpool, McAllister. I'm going to go 8.5 for Mac.
I
think without the assist,
I'm going to go 9 because he got the assist.
See, I'd have gone 8 without the assist, 8.5 with the assist.
Yeah, so would I. So I'm bumping him up a mark for the assist.
No, I'm saying I would have gone 8 without the assist. So I'm half a part behind you.
Yeah, I'm saying without the assist, I would have gone 8 as well, but I'm giving him a whole extra mark.
I mean, that's cheating, Drift. Where does this come from? We're making up rules as we go along.
No. We have to factor in difficulty.
What, of the assist?
Yeah.
We never do that, though. We've never done that.
Well, we should start now.
Oh, you can't look.
You don't think difficulty and execution should also be included in the look?
I tell you what, because we're
the majority of people are saying 8.5.
We'll let the people decide. Is it 8.5 or a 9 for McAllister? People, put your scores in the chat below. We'll come back to him. Curtis Jones.
I'm gonna go 8 for Jones. I thought he was good.
Fully agree. I still feel like there's more Jones could. It's weird that I'm gonna say this because he had a very good game. It just feels as though he's just not getting the most out of himself sometimes. Like, I don't know if you saw the time where we slowed the play down and he just dilly-dallied on the ball, and then we lost the ball, and then West Ham started to play again. And I was like, he's so much better. It's almost like he has brain fart sometimes, because sometimes some aspects of the game come too easy to him. It's weird.
I think
there's so much more.
Deep down, I think, and this is only natural, especially when you're like a young player as well. You might have a little bit of self-doubt based on where you feel that your position is within the team. And I think Curtis is like sensible enough to understand he's probably at this lower end of the pecking order, especially now we brought in Sobol and we brought in McAllister. And I think maybe he just tries a little bit too hard, maybe.
I agree with this comment still. We got Trevor.
Look, ain't that the difference between Van Gogh and some random you? Yeah?
No, Joe. Look again, Joe. I don't want people to misconceive what we're saying here. Jones was very good today. Like, his aggression, his pressing, his closing down, his tackling, on the ball who's making some really good decisions, but it feels like he's playing within himself. Like, I feel like he could go up a level, but it's like he almost doesn't want to push himself to go up a level. It's weird. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I know
think he just feels the pressure of knowing that he doesn't have the kind of the luxury of not performing, if you get what I mean. You know, there's some players in the team that have got a luxury of not performing for a little while. They'll still be considered the first team and that kind of stuff. Like, I think Jones knows, right, I have a bad game and I'm probably out, and I'll probably be out for 3-4 games kind of thing. It is a pressure. It is an added pressure.
But that's where the greats become great, though, innit, Drift?
They do, but everybody deals with that pressure a bit differently. And
very true. Yeah, very true. I'm gonna go 8 for Jones. We still haven't had let's bump McAllister up to a 9. I think I saw more 9s than 8.5, so I'm gonna bump McAllister up to a 9. Curtis on an 8.
You know what? Dwayne's right. It could also be direction from Klopp. It could be Klopp telling him to do what he's doing.
All right. The reason why I didn't mention Klopp there is because I don't have a problem with his tactical ability and what he's doing on that front and what Klopp's telling him to do. It's more so when he actually gets on the ball and he may hold on to it for a bit too long, or he may try and do something that he doesn't need to do. I don't think that's tactical. I think that's Curtis Jones. And the reason I say that, and again, I think Demo, someone like Demo who watches youth football will back me up on this. Curtis Jones was doing this stuff at that level. This is kind of in his DNA as a footballer. Obviously, at that level, you can get away with it. Premier League level, you can't. So I think he's got to coach that out of himself. I don't think this is to do with Klopp on Curtis Jones personally. That's why I didn't mention Klopp here, because I don't think it's anything to do with Klopp. Because from a tactical standpoint, his pressing is excellent, his positioning is excellent. It's just what he's doing when he gets on the ball, for me, is where he's playing within himself.
I hear you.
But again, still a very good performance in my opinion. Next person, Szoboszlai.
I'll let you go first, bro.
You see the boots that need to be filled from that number 8 shirt. They may never be filled. And with all due respect to the last person didn't even really step in the shoes, let alone try and fill them.
Cinderella.
Okay, Drift, you had to take it a step further, cool.
No, I just asked the question, bro.
So Szoboszlai's put on the trainers and he says, yeah, I'll wear these. I may not rock them as well as Stevie Gerrard does, but I'm gonna wear them. You lot are gonna have to get used to me wearing these trainers. I may be going over the top with this one, but I'm gonna say it anyway. He gets a 10 from me today.
Oh, okay.
And I'll explain why. Defensively, I don't know if people saw in the first half, he was actually playing left centre midfield and Jones actually moved over to the right. Defensively, he was excellent. From an attacking standpoint, brilliant. The dink for Curtis Jones. Some of even the free kick where he crossed it towards Virgil and Virgil put it back across the box, but no one got on the end of it. That was him as well. Know when to make the right pass, know when to drive and when not to drive. The weight of pass. So many times the weight of pass can destroy a move. He'll play the pass into someone's stride or he'll play to feet. He just has that football IQ. You say it all the time. Some people just have football swag. He oozes with the stuff.
Yeah, he does.
He oozes. You know when you can just look at a footballer and go, that's so natural for him. It's so natural for him. Strong on the ball as well. There's times where he's going into 50-50 with Antonio. And say what you want about Antonio. Antonio's one of the strongest players in the league. And he was dealing with it. So Szoboszlai's 22 years old. He hasn't even got his man strength yet. He was dealing with it. He said, all right, cool, let's do it then. If you want to do the strength stuff, let's do it. He's got everything in his game. You know, sometimes you get attacking midfielders and they don't like doing the other side of the job. He says, all right, cool, I'll do it. Special footballer. It's a 10 from me.
Yeah, I can't. Do you know what? I think I would have probably gone 9.5, but I'm not going to argue with the 10. The only thing he did today that was a little bit annoying, and it's not even super annoying, it's just a little bit annoying, is he didn't hit the free kicks in with the way we know he can.
But the first one, the ball wasn't even 10 yards.
Yeah. I mean, we all know. I mean, and did you know that David Coote was on VAR again today? Yeah. Bit strange, that, innit?
Oh, you know, he must have struggled to give that Salah penalty. You know, he's looking for anything not to give that.
Yeah,
he's looking for anything not to give that penalty, bro.
If you know what, if we'd have had the VAR mic'd up for this game, when he gave the penalty, you would have heard in VAR, please let there be a offside in the build-up. Please give us an offside in the build-up.
By the way, speaking of VAR, McAllister's challenge on Bowen in the box. I thought that was going to go to VAR and they were going to try and give a penalty for it. Phenomenal tackle.
Yeah,
went with his wrong foot, but a beautiful tackle.
I love those back heel tackles.
Did you know the reason I don't love them is because there's so little room for error. Plus, you can actually do your knee as well. You can actually really do your knee as well because your knee's extended already. If someone clips you, you could be in trouble. So,
and you know what? You leave it up to the interpretation of the ref that if he wants to be bad man, he can just give it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But yeah, it's a 10 for Szoboszlai for me. If anyone wants to disagree, then feel free to hit me up in my DMs, but I probably won't respond. No disrespect. I just might not respond. It's Szoboszlai, man, and he was brilliant today. Mo Salah. I'm going to go. Scored his pen. Could have had an assist.
Do you know what, Cal? I'm going to go 10. I'm going to go first. I'm going to go 10.
All right. I was going to go 9.5 because I don't know if he was better than Szoboszlai.
I think he was involved in the game just as much as Szoboszlai was. And I think as a winger, that says everything.
Drifty, I'm not a hard man to sell to, brother, and you just sold it.
And here's what I'm going to say. Even though I've sold you the product already, I'm going to put a little bit of cherries on top here for you as well, bro.
All right.
Every time Mo gets the ball now, I see a man that in his head is saying, pussy, where you want? Like, he's got a mean streak in him now, bro. Yeah. And he looks like he just wants to run at people and put fear back in them. He's like, you man must have forgot who I am.
Yeah.
Man's got a little bit of Beyonce, man. Man's like, y'all must not know about me. He's like, yo, you lot forgot Mohammed about I'm just gonna just go off to Saudi Arabia and leave Europe alone. Nah, bro. I ain't done terrorizing Europe yet, bro.
Yeah.
He's got the bit between his teeth. He looks angry. He looks aggressive. He looks on it, bro. Every time he gets the ball, his pass is thoughtful. He's doing the right things. Yeah, every now and again he does get greedy, but with the forward players, I'm never going to be angry at that. You know what I mean? But the guy's in his bag, bro. He's doing chip over the tops, outside of the foot, slips, rule passing. Like, he's doing it all. He's actually doing it. It even looks like he's got some of his pace back. Like, I'm just loving Mo at the moment, bro. Like, this is just, if Mo continues like this, player of the season is gonna be like one of his things again. So long may it continue. But while he's doing it, I'm loving it, bro. I'm absolutely loving it.
Can't lie, if you sold it so well, he might get a 10 for the next game. We ain't even played it yet. Well done, man. Well done.
The man's coming out every game with a goal or an assist, Cal.
Like, you want me to give him a 10 for the season rating now as well, bro? What do you want, bro? What do you want? I gave him the 10, bro. He got the 10, bro. He's got the 10. He's got the 10. No, but you're right, though. He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I don't to think. And again, do you know what? I'm not even going to say it, but this is why I disagreed so heavily when people were like, yeah, we can sell him and reinvest the money. You don't sell a player like Salah unless the player wants to leave. And he clearly made it clear he didn't want to leave right now.
And he's irreplaceable, pal.
Exactly.
He's irreplaceable, man. There's nobody in world football on the right wing that we could even go and spend that money on. There isn't.
That's not, that we could actually go and get.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, period, Cal. He's the best right winger in world football.
Oh, yeah.
But there's actually nobody we can replace him with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think people sleep on there being a little bit of added pressure when you take a penalty that you win. I think people forget that, like, when you're the one who's fouled for the penalty, there's always a little bit of added pressure on you to score the goal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Once
Big
again,
up, Mo.
Luis Diaz might bring the mood down a little bit here.
Oh, I still think Diaz had a decent game. I'll still go 7.5 for Diaz.
I'd go 7 for Diaz.
Okay.
I think he left a lot to be desired. He kept on running down blind alleys today.
It was always in the game, though.
First touch was a bit weird as well. There was a time I'm trying to remember who put him through, but someone it might have been Jones, put him through, and he ran onto it and he took a heavy first touch, which forced him to the byline when it didn't need to. Diaz is way better than what he showed today. Wasn't poor by any stretch of the imagination. Nothing.
I agree that he's much better. It's kind of mixed in. I think 7 to 7.5 is the majority of what people are saying. So it's around about that mark, I guess.
Yeah.
I would have given him. I just thought he was involved in the game a lot, even though he wasn't up to his usual stand. He was still involved in the game a lot. You know what I mean?
No, he was. I just seen him play way better than that. Like, some of his decision making was really weird today. Even when there was a time where it sort of opened up for him. He went to take the shot. He hesitated. Then he actually took the shot and he was just way wide. And I was like, he's so much better than that. So much better than that. But
I was surprised Klopp left him on as long as he did. I think fatigue kicked in a bit, to be fair.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Klopp was just enjoying the game so much he probably forgot. No, I'll be real, bro. Like, today is one of those days. Like, it was actually a really good game to watch today. Like,
it was.
I can't remember the referee doing anything crazy. None of the players did anything crazy. Today was a really good game of football. Like, for me, that's the sort of advert for Premier League football. Very good game today. Like, no malice in any of the challenges. Everyone just turned up and said, "Leah, I'm going to put my best foot forward and we'll see who wins." And it was us. It was us because we are the better team. But West Ham deserve credit as well, man. They played excellent today.
What I would say about Diaz as well, Cal, is I've got a feeling, and shout out for everyone, we're going to be doing the preview, obviously, for the Leicester game. I think there's quite a few things that Klopp did today that showed me, okay, there's going to be certain man rested for that game. I think Diaz is one of them. I think we won't see Diaz against Leicester, and that's why I maybe gave him an extra 10 minutes today, then he'll have a week off.
I disagree. I think he brought him off because, remember, he played, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he play 90 minutes against Lask?
No, I don't think he played 90. I think he came off against Lask.
No. Oh, did he?
I'm sure Diaz came off against Lask.
Okay.
I don't know. To play until the 81st minute, which is, if I'm not mistaken, is when Diaz came off. I think that suggests he won't play the Leicester game.
No, he played the full 90.
Did he? Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, even more so, I think he'll get the day off against Leicester then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think.
And then 80 minutes today, I think he'll get the game off against Leicester.
Yeah, and rightly so, because either Jota or Gakpo step in. That's nice. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Darwin Núñez.
I'll let you.
I'm gonna go 9. The shirt and the number on his back. I'm gonna go 9. And I'll justify why I've gone 9. In the first half, I think he was playing almost on the outskirt of the game. Not down to him, by the way. I just don't think we were getting the ball into him. I don't think he was able to get in the game. I think Kurt Zouma had a really good first half against him as well. Second half, he grew into the game. His hold-up play was a lot better in the second half. He was bringing players into the game as well. The miss, I can't ignore the miss. You can't ignore it. But also you can't ignore the fact that he came up trumps with the goal, which changed the game, in my opinion. We scored that goal, and that, for me, killed the game. Even though it's still 2-1, that killed the game. You could see the momentum and the air just leave West Ham. He doesn't score that goal today, and I don't think we win the game. I think we may draw the game. So that's why I've gone 9 as opposed to a 9.5 or a 10. But he's excellent.
I'm going to go 9.5. I'm going to put so much on top of that.
Of course you would.
Look, D9, you can't even find an angry day I jumped off that boat. Not even an angry day. I jumped off that boat. But what I love about what D's doing right now, bro, is he's he's just having up defenders even if he's not scoring. And I love it. He's always involved in the game. He doesn't shy away. And I tell you what, his link up play and his hold up play is also improving every day as well, and proving that he's a bit better at it than people thought he was. And I just love the fact that he's always involved in the game. I don't like doing the comparison with other strikers, team, but there's a lot of other strikers that they do kind of just get in the box, score the goals, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I like the fact that Darwin actually gets involved in the game a lot more. And today I thought he was just harassing West Ham, just harassing them, but they didn't like it. They didn't like it. And again, yeah, he should have scored the chance he had. But again, like I said, all strikers miss chances. Like it happens. You know what I mean? But the goal, special.
Special. And
And the
again, I know
ball
I'm
over the
crediting
top
West Ham.
to Nunes, he's been doing pretty well. I think he's got about 3 or 4 goals for us where it's actually a ball over the shoulder and he's finished it, which is it's a difficult skill.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I just thought his performance was just wicked. Without the goal, it would have been at 8.5. And I'm gonna give him a 9.5 for the goal.
Oh, that's why you're doing the one extra bump. Okay, I see it.
No.
Hey, I'm doing my tail on your hustle, bro. You do what you do, bro. Again, I know I'm going to sound like I'm giving loads of credit to West Ham, but I think they deserve it. I think Zuma had a really good game as well. I think he had a really good game, but I think Nunes stepped up to the plate and matched him, and then got the better with the goal. So again, brilliant from Nunes. I'm still going to go over 9 as opposed to 9.5. So again, guys in the chat, I'll let you guys decide. Is it a 9 or a 9.5 for Darwin? Let us know, please. Substitutes. I'm not going to give Endo a rating because he only got a couple of minutes. I think it'd be unfair to give him a rating. Jota got a goal. He looked lively when he came on. He went on a little run and looked like he was going to score another before a really good block. I'm actually going to give Jota an 8.
And I'm going to give Jota a 9. As far as the substitute appearance goes, but he was brilliant, brother. Like you said, he was running the channel. He was beating his man. He scored his goal. We nearly got a second. Like, bro, as far as a substitute appearance goes, Jota was wicked, bro.
All right, cool. If you man do it, I'll do it as well then, isn't it?
Like, I can't, bro. He was wicked when he come on, bro. Like, and what I loved about what Jota did is he kept the pressure up that had been on. Because there was a little part of me thinking, like, Diaz and Nunes coming off. Is there a bit of intensity going to leave with that? Nope. Jota kept the intensity up, bro, straight away. Like, boom.
I'm going to be honest. It's still level pegging between 9.
Oh. They're trying to do us dirty. Cal will be back in a minute, people. Don't worry. It's the gremlins in the system.
Still level pegging between Darwin for Darwin between 9 and 9.5. So I'm just going to give him a 9.5. We're going to go with the higher mark.
I think that's the best thing to do.
Gravenberch.
Did you lose the thing as well when it took you out?
Yeah. It's messing me up. The internet's messing me up.
Yeah, the gremlin.
My new one's being installed next week, so God willing, everything should be good again.
Yeah. So who did you say? Sorry.
Gravenberch.
I'll give Gravenberch a 7. I thought he got involved in the game. Didn't do anything special, but I think he put in a couple of really good interceptions / tackles. When we were under the cosh a bit, so I'll go 7.5. I thought it was a good cameo from Gravenberch. Got involved straight away, and as I said, made a couple of good interceptions / tackles.
Yeah, I agree. Cody Gakpo.
He didn't really get involved in the game much, did he?
Yeah. Again, I'm gonna say this, and I know people are gonna probably take it out of context a little bit. I think I've said this to you already, Drift. I worry a little bit about Gakpo because he seems to be a rhythm player.
Yeah.
Like for me, Nunes isn't a rhythm player. Nunes can be out of the team for 4 games, come back in and score a goal, and actually look good.
I still think Nunes is a rhythm player, though. I still think Nunes is someone who
he gets better with momentum, but I think Nunes could not play 4 games. He comes back in and he could still have a really good game. I don't know if Gakpo's got that in him.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's a rubbish footballer, but there are some players like Sturridge was like that. Sturridge could play no games for 5 games, come back in and do a madness.
Sturridge was
Whereas
the best at that, yeah.
Firmino couldn't, for example. Firmino couldn't be out for bare games, come back in and be sick straight away. He took him a bit of time to get going. Different players.
I mean, Cody did. He did drop in and win a couple of fouls, as the people in the comments are saying. That is true. He did like have a couple good little link ups and won a few fouls. When I remember he did one wicked turn on I can't remember the guy's name. The Egyptian guy they've got at the back. I can't remember his name.
Again.
Yeah, he did a lovely little touch turn on again, and again had to take him down, and then I think he did the same again on Thingy, and he got booked for it because he like stamped on his foot.
Zuma.
Zuma got booked because he did a lovely touch and turn and done Zuma, and then he stamped on his foot. I go with 6 for Cody. He did get involved in the game a little bit, but he didn't make a big impact on the game. So I'll go 6 for Cody.
I've gone 6.5.
Okay, is he Moroccan? So my bad.
Yeah, I've gone 6.5 for Cody. For Klopp,
I'm going 9.
no, I'm going 10. No, I'm going 9.5 actually. I'm going 9.5. Going 9.5 for Klopp. Why a 9 Drift as opposed to any higher than that? Can I sell it to you now?
Yeah, go on. It's just because I don't think it was a perfect game, and if I mark a 10, I'm normally marking a perfect game. If you get what I mean.
Hence why I went down from a 10 to a 9.5. We started inverted, but it quickly stopped. I think for large portions of that game, we looked dangerous and dominated for large portions. The substitutions, I think, were actually made at the right time because they killed off the game and killed West Ham's momentum when they were made. I think he knew when to drop a little bit deeper, when to push further up. If you notice today, I don't think we necessarily played a really high line today either, which I think was smart against with the pace of Bowen and Antonio and how well they've been playing so far this season on the transition and counter-attacking. The goal was a slight letdown, and yeah, if he stops inverting Joey G and just allows him to play as an orthodox right back, I think we get even more out of him. My only frustration, and I know people are going to be like, "Oh, you're nitpicking." I mean, how is Endo going to get up to speed if he doesn't play? Like, I don't get that one. And again, if Endo is the guy that Klopp says he is, Endo should be able to play and unleash the likes of McAllister and Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Jones, etc. And I think that has an impact on someone like a Nunes as well. Because if Szoboszlai is closer to Nunes, I think we've got a problem that the Premier League ain't ready for.
Well, let's just hope that the League Cup and the Europa League games are enough to get Endo up to speed while not being as big of a risk to our overall goal for the season. Do you get what I mean? Leicester are playing really well at the moment, so it's not going to be an easy game. But you would like to think we would be able to navigate Leicester to get through to the next round of the League Cup. And then in the Europa group games, I think Endo hopefully will find his feet. And then hopefully that means by like November, December time, he'll be up to speed and he can start playing more Premier League games. So, yeah, that's a let's watch and see kind of scenario, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well, let's get through these supers. Firstly, shout out to Dado1. He's become a member. Big up Dado. Ain't seen you in a while. Hope you're well, bro. Skip to my Lou says, big up Kopish. Cheers to another good weekend. LFC 2.0. Facts. I like that. Adonkle's Latin says, Cal, welcome back. I haven't been gone. I've been here, bro. Crazy stats. Liverpool have not conceded in the second half of a game, even when we conceded first and had to make adjustments.
No, I think I saw them talking about it the other day. In fact, I think the stat was actually until today, Liverpool hadn't conceded in the last hour of a game.
I'm trying to think. Chelsea's first half was right. That's correct. I'm all right at that stat. Dado1 says, had to restart my membership. as lost wallet and cards got compromised. Bloody 36 months of membership starting all over again. Love my Kopish brothers. Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
Oh shit! All right, Dado, we know you've been a day one.
Yeah. I was gonna say, sorry
But
to hear that.
we'll add. We'll in spirit. We'll be adding a 36
Yeah,
onto
we
what
will.
it says already.
Planner Boy says Trent bench midfielder. We make less mistakes without him in right back. It's one game, although you guys all know my energy, which has been the same since last summer. I want to see Trent in midfield, not just because I think he'd be brilliant there, but because it allows him to get rest more as well. He's been playing a lot since a young age.
Shout out to Rafa. How long have we wanted a squad? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we've got now, people. We've got a squad. And we all know it's a squad game. So apologies for that terrible Spanish accent, but yeah.
We can run it. We can run it, man. Hate says, other than Wolves' first half, Joey and Joe have been decent this season. Have to be honest. Doesn't mean they should stay in the squad, but deserve credit. Agree. Fully agree.
No, I'll say it doesn't mean they should stay in the first 11, but they deserve their credit. I still think they're definitely good enough for squad players. I've been saying it. I think they're good enough for squad players, 100%.
I think that's a debate.
Especially for just this season that we're playing now. Maybe in the future, obviously, Matic will go and stuff like that. But yeah.
Jay Finn says, all you freeloader that's watching MASH like the family, guys, I think Klopp is finished with centre midfield. He sees Bashek as his DM. Grav is player, guys. Maybe. I'd like to think Klopp isn't finished with midfield yet.
Oh, I get what Jay means. If you're watching without smashing the like button, you're being like a freeloader. I get what he means.
Oh.
Yeah, I get what he means. Yeah, people smash the like, man. Come on.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you. Madonkles Latan says, Drifty, Sabozna lie. He is that guy. He is him. Absolutely.
He really is.
J Mag says, I'm 100% sure that Saboz will be a better 8 than Keita ever was. He's playing the 8 position right. No shade, but you kind of already surpassed Naby's Liverpool career already. I know that's going to sound really harsh after 6 games.
No, it's the first thing that came to my mind as well. It's not even being shady. It's just a fact. He's literally already better than what Keita was. It's not being shady. It's just
I don't think that he's being shady, but it's kind of what it is. Don calls that and says, Cal, Salah playing the playmaker role on the wings. It is insane. If he continues like this, Salah and Sabos, the truth, will be in team of the year. Yeah, facts. Salah might be trying to do the 2020 that Thierry Henry did.
And I love the fact that he's got a good relationship with Sobo and Nunes as well. Like you know, when you can see they kind of know each other's game, it's getting better and better kind of thing, because it can only help. You know what I mean?
Can I put that theory to bed, Drift? Not in a rude way. Name me a player that
play. You mean?
Yeah, name me a player that Salah hasn't had good chemistry with since he's been at Liverpool.
I don't want to be shady to the kid. I don't think he's got the best relationship with Elliot. I know personally.
No, I'm talking about from an attacking standpoint, who's a regular in the team.
Oh,
great relationship with Mane. I'm talking about football in like chemistry here.
Yeah, no, Mane, that's what Elliot, because off the pitch there, he's like a mentor for Elliot, but like on the pitch, I wouldn't say they got like a good link-up play kind of thing.
No, they don't. But apart from Elliot, everyone else. Remember when Ox was in 17-18? Him and Ox were doing up a madness.
Yeah, I missed that Ox, man.
Mane and Salah, Firmino and Salah, Nunes and Salah, even Jota and Salah. Like, just Origi and Salah used to have chemistry. Like, yeah, he just is that guy.
But I think he's got better. There are certain players he's got better chemistry with, and I think Nunes is becoming one of the ones he's got better chemistry with. Like, he just knows his game. They're starting to just really understand each other's game.
I just think he gets it, bro. I just think he gets football. Even
Salah is also, you know what we're saying about Szoboszlai, like he is him. Salah's been him for about 5 years.
Yeah,
Or longer, even
Yeah,
6,
try
7 years.
6 years. Yeah, it's been him for 6 years. Phenomenal player, man. Absolutely phenomenal player. Okenzie says, I'm getting married today. A Liverpool win is a great start to my day. Drop the beat for me and the missus, please. Hey.
Bro, don't get in trouble, though.
Yeah. Make sure she doesn't know our names, but this is for you
Yeah,
too.
but no,
It's an
congratulations.
amazing day. Congratulations
Bro.
to Mr. and Mrs. Irondi. UC2 for one says commiseration.
All downhill for me, mate. All downhill.
Trust me, nah, big up yourself into the future.
No, congrats, man. Big up.
Jeannie says, fellas, if you could be a voice in a Liverpool player's head during matches to keep them focused, who would you choose?
I don't know if I would want to do it in to add a little spin on it. If I would like to be able to control Diaz, and I would just every time we got the ball, I'd be like, just stop it, this pussy. Just stop it, this pussy, bro. You know, you ain't got nothing on you, bro. Just stop it up the shoot, bro.
Trent.
To keep him.
It's Trent. It's Trent. My defense. I think defensive more than I think attacking when I play football. In it, it's Trent for me. I'd be in Trent's head, bruv, just being like, brother, don't let him square you up. Like, get back, sprint back. It'd be Trent all day, man.
You know, Trent might be. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe Allison, so I could just listen to that playlist, because it must be a great playlist when he's got nothing.
I'm the best around.
Trent is a good one, though. Still, Trent is a good one.
Jeannie says, also, did you see inside training video where Robbo accidentally slapped Doug in the face? Yeah, I've seen.
Accidentally?
Yeah, Doug looks like he wants to punch Robbo.
I haven't seen it still.
No, it's jokes. Like, you could just see Doug just wanted to smack him back, but like he just held himself. Cal, how would you react to Drift? How would you? Oh, if someone slapped me if someone slapped me by accident, then I'd be like, come on, bro, don't do that again. If someone slapped me in the face, I think everyone I'd react like every other person, like want to get them back.
I mean, if you're putting me in the exact same scenario and I'm 17 and a big man slapped me, there ain't really much I can do about it, really. But yeah, I obviously wouldn't be best pleased. But if it was an accident,
yeah, if it's an accident, it's calm. But if he slaps me, now I'm gonna leave one on him in training.
Remember, they're both Scottish as well, so they've probably got
more reason to you shouldn't be slapping me, bro.
No, as in like they've probably got a bit more cultural understanding of whether or not that is okay or acceptable kind of thing. Like,
proper man, but I don't think language or culture comes into
it does. There's some cultures where they don't really mind that kind of stuff or whatever. So
you let me know which culture that is, bro.
And if you take Robbo out, the Scottish national team would not be happy with it.
No, true, but that's the problem he's got to deal with. He plays in the youth teams, isn't it? So the slap, man. The slap. And people, we're going to wrap up here. Another great day in the office for Liverpool Football Club. Another great day in the Premier League. Could this be a 2-horse race again? Could we be back to normality?
Are we sleeping on how good of a win this was?
No, absolutely not, bruv.
Like, this was a bloody banana skin.
Yeah, it's a fantastic.
And we really this was a proper banana skin. We've just navigated an extremely difficult game. We really have. Like, people don't sleep on West Ham. I think West Ham are going to be pushing for Europe this season. I do.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
Yeah,
we'll be back tomorrow for the Monday Night Live show. So make sure you tune in for that. Guys, we've had well over 1,000 of you in here for the whole show. So do smash that like button. As I said, we'd like to be on at least 1,000 likes for this video. So please help us get there. Drift.
This is very true, isn't it? The Chelsea draw really burns now. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, but when I was saying it at the beginning of the season, I was just being called negative. Like,
no, because at that time it was like I still believe in the way put the Stamford Bridge can't be slept on, but it's just annoying now knowing that how bad they are. That was the only good game they've had all season. Like that's the thing that's annoying.
Because we made them look good. We were bad.
No, I think they did have a good game. They played better in that game than I've seen in any of their other games.
We were so bad in the second half. Don't you remember we almost went 2-1 down in the first half because Chilwell had a goal disallowed.
Yeah. We weren't playing, but remember we had the handball that should have been given as well.
I still don't think that was a handball.
No, that's a handball. It was on target. If it's going in, it's handball.
I don't think that's a handball. But yeah, that's why I say I got annoyed about it because we are better than what we showed that day. But time will tell. Time will tell. People, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow, so make sure you switch on the notification bell, follow us on social media. Anything you want to say to the people, Drift?
Let's big up everyone as always, man. I think we had 1,500 in there for the majority of the show. Love as always. Smash the like button. Up the fucking Reds. Another great victory. Nunes.
I'm on.
We move. Mo Salah, he's in his fucking bag. I'm fucking loving it, bro.
He never came out of the bag, bro. He never came out.
He just fumbled around a bit, like man said earlier, innit?
Yeah, for real.
onto a difficult game against Leicester. So hopefully we can get the win there, and obviously we're back for the Monday night show, people.
Indeed. Couldn't have said any better myself, people. Stay safe, stay blessed. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. We are Kop-Ish and we are out, people.
Antonio.
Antonio. Tune into the podcast.
Hold on, sir. I know it's about to wrap up, but hold on. Give me a second. Antonio's game today, and then we're out.
Fully sauce.
You pussy clad. You know it?
Big up, everyone. Take it easy.
Peace.